Hello everybody, this is Pete from PA Labs, and today I want to do an extension on yesterday's GUI demos. So this video here is an extension of that one on a bit of more advanced topic. What I want to do is replace a gadget with a custom gadget. Now, we've used jelly buttons. That's a custom gadget, but he works exactly the same as a normal control, and it's written by the same person who wrote ICE Design, so you can drop those in just like they're a normal control. That's a custom, but it is and it isn't. So normally a custom control is you physically replace a control on your screen. So if you're building your GUIs from scratch, then you would actually use the custom control in the actual code itself of the window creation. But if you're using a designer tool, then form generator kind of thing, then you have to use the available controls and then change it. So that's what we're going to start with here. I'm going to extend my screen down. And I'm going to even add another layer of complexity here because recently, I don't know, 6, 8 months ago, I was poking around on the forum and I found where some fabulous person out there built a grid, a data grid. And this data grid can have buttons in it. It can have combo boxes, check boxes. I mean, just about anything. You got control over colors. You got control over all kinds of stuff. Works like a champ. And he opened it up to the world. So if you come out to the web, I'm going to back up from here. And what I want you to do, if you come out to the web and do MyGrid and PureBasic as your search, you will get a link down here to MyGrid GitHub. And this is his source repository for his grid. Now, click that, you end up here. He's got a demo. These top and bottom guys are for the demo. And then you got the zip, which contains all the code plus a CHM help file, which tells you everything you need to know about using this grid. Fabulous tool. Recommend downloading it and using it in your projects. So what we're going to do in our project today is I'm going to put a list icon on our grid. Okay. Now this is a placeholder. This is the guy I'm going to replace and turn into a grid. So what we're going to do is build him, put him in just the size I want. And let's come over here. We can get rid of that. And I'm going to call him grid. All right. So there we go. We have a list icon that we're going to convert to a grid. Now, I don't care about his font. I don't care about any of his settings. All I'm using him for is placement. I want to know what his XY is, and I need to know his width and his height. So let's go ahead and save this, and we're going to replace him with the data grid. Let's go ahead and push our code out. We go to here, we push our code. There it goes. And now let's go ahead and run our application. And let's see. Declare. Yes. Okay, hold on. All right, just a minute. As I recall, we need to get rid of this include because it isn't there. We moved it and put it into utilities. So we actually loaded over here at the top. So we don't need it in his form. So, all right, now let's go ahead and run this, and it should be a whole lot happier. And lo and behold, it is. So this is going to pop up, and we have all our little comments and debug and stuff. And we have our data grid. That's where it's going to be, right? So now we need to say and talk about your functions. Functions, or I call them static in my world. You can call him helper. You can call him just about anything. But his job is to save routines that you use more than once. Um, there's no reason to write routines if you're going to write it more than one time. Just write it once and call it, right? So that way all the code is the same. If you need to change it, well, you change it once and everybody gets changed. So everybody should have a little functions class that they put routines that they call all the time. Well, what I've done is pulled a few things out of mine, and I am going to put them in a separate functions. All right, we're going to bring up the DataGrid helper. All right, DataGrid helper is my functions uh, class that contains code that is used with the data grid. It has a little extra stuff in it, and I will put it out on my website for those of you who want to download it and use it with DataGrid. Now, I want to walk through this, but we need to also add two more programs in here, two more scripts, and that's the actual DataGrid. When you download that zip file, you get MyEdit and you get MyGrid. Okay, these are quite large. They are north of 5,000 lines each, and there's a great example built into it, so you can run these two together and see how to do all kinds of stuff to your grids. It is this is really an impressive tool. There he goes. He finally got there. This is an enormous program script. So we're going to add these two guys to the project. And the last thing I want to do is, let's see, let's do it this way. Project, let's go ahead and open up our folder. And of course, it opens up on my other screen. You just got to love having multiple screens, huh? Okay, so always keep the help system with the MyEdit and MyGrid. Always keep these three files together. So that way, if you got a question, you can come over here and pop up the help system. And I know that's not readable. So what I'm going to do is just zoom it up real big. So this is a Canvas-based data grid. This help system is one of the better ones I've ever seen used out here. And it documents everything you need to know, how it works, what are the different button cell types you can create, justification, all his pre-built-in system stuff, how to use the calls, how to manipulate the data. All of that is documented in the help system. He or she did a fantastic job. I can't give them enough kudos. And I really thank them for releasing it to the world to use. So